MyFID dosing device is your personal dosing assistant, a companion that helps you take your medication properly. It keeps track of your doses, reminds you when it's time to take your medicine, and help you to record how you feel. All programming in your MyFID related to what dose of your medication you shall take is approved by your physician and programmed by the physician or by a delegate health professional. Quite simply, your dose, your health. The film will illustrate and inform how to use MyFID for everyday use. You can either just watch the film or easily navigate through the table of contents included with your MyFID, as we will go over the functions. Here you can see your name, date and time. On top it shows how many days the medicine inside the device lasts, calculated according to your prescription. Next is the battery symbol. The symbols inside the watch shows when you have taken and when you should take your next dose. A filled ring shows that you have taken the dose. An unfilled ring shows when to take your next dose. This symbol is used to turn on or turn off the sound. Here is the programming button to customize your treatment. Your doctor or another healthcare professional will program your MyFID. Here is the symbol to press in order to take an extra dose. On the left is shown the time for the last taken dose, and on the right, the time for the next dose. Here is the on and off switch for the display. If not touched, the screen goes off by itself after about 1 minute. Here is the place for tablet output. Make sure everything seen on the display is correct: name, date and time. Check that the dosing device is fully charged. The dosing device should preferably be recharged every night. When you press the Set button, the following menu appears. Here you can get a closer look at your prescribed dosing schedule or proceed with setting your personal preferences of key sound, volume, vibration, and set your own alarms. Select Yes or No if the device is to vibrate when you touch the icons. If you need to set the date, enter the correct date and then press Set to save you new settings. Press Next to go to setting the time. Adjust the clock using the relevant arrows and then press the Set to save time. Press Next to go back to the Setup menu. Here you can set the type of reminder sound you want. Here you adjust the volume. Regarding vibration, we recommend that vibration always should be on. Set the switch to Yes. Press the arrow to go back to the previous page. Press the Dosing Schedule to see your prescribed dosages. Press one of the green bars to see one particular dose in detail. Press the arrow to come back to the clock display. Note, the sound symbol on the first screen page must be activated if you should hear the sound. A ringtone and vibration should always be turned on so you do not miss any doses. When it's time for a dose, the display switches between Take Dose and Time for your next dose. The MyFID dosing device will alert 3 times at 5-minute intervals when the dose is due. You can take your dose 15 minutes before or 15 minutes after the time for the dose. If you do not take your dose 15 minutes before or after the pre-programmed time, the dose will register as a missed dose. You will see this in the clock as a yellow circle crossed with an X. You can always take a dose outside of the preset time window by selecting the icon Extra Dose. The dose will be registered as an extra dosage. You are now ready to take the first dose. Here is a section that stepwise shows you this process. The clock will alarm and you will see the 2 icons Take Dose and Time flashing. Press either of the flashing icons. You can also take your dose by pressing on the clock to the right on the bottom line that indicates the time of the dose. Before taking a dose, turn the unit upside down and shake it gently. This allows any locked tablets to come loose. In the new window that opens, you can adjust your dose if your doctor recommends it. Please note that your doctor will adjust how much you may adjust the dose. Then press Take Dose. The tablets are counted and collected in a container inside the dosing device. Always keep the dosing device upright, that is vertical, when the counting of tablets occur. Place a cup under the dosing device and press the Eject icon. Microtablets are fed out of the device into the cup. Keep the dosing device upright, vertical, during the dispensing. After the tablets are dispensed, add half a glass or about 50 milliliter of plain, non-carbonated drinking water. The tablets dissolve in about 30 seconds and a solution with a white sediment is obtained. Swirl the solution so the sediment leaves the bottom of the cup. The solution should be taken immediately after dissolution. Rinse the cup with another 50 milliliter of water and drink this as well to ensure that the full dose has been obtained. Doses above 100 milligram, that is more than 20 tablets, will be delivered in 2 sets. You will be prompted to eject tablets twice. The tablets in the second round comes out only when you press the Eject icon again. Follow the instructions on the screen. You can always take an extra dosage. It can, for instance, be prescribed by your doctor for treatment of specific symptoms or activities, or when you, for various reasons, want to take a dose outside of the programmed window of dosing. Follow the instructions on the screen. The MyFID dosing device might be set to ask for regular registration of your symptoms. These days, when you are asked to register your symptoms, are called model days. This means that during randomly chosen days, you will be asked to answer questions related to how you feel in relation to your dosing. You can also, at your own wish, at any time, register your mobility and other symptoms by pressing the Symptoms Registration icon. 30 minutes before and after the delivery of the tablets, you can get a question, how is your mobility? The issue relates to your motor or muscle function at this moment. A scale will be shown with rigid to the left and dyskinetic to the right. Answer by pressing your finger on the green scale to tell where you think you are. You can correct the answer as needed. When you are done, press the icon Answer. You can also enter non-motor symptoms that you have experienced at this time. Tick up to 3 symptoms and respond. You will be asked to specify the severity of ticked symptoms by using the scale and finish by pressing Answer. All information on doses taken, missed doses, and symptoms registered are saved in the MyFID dosing device. You can see the information in the following manner. Press the Setup button, gear wheel, on the front page. Then select the Statistics icon. Click the Selection icon. Here you can choose different ways to see your information. You can also make comparisons between different time periods. Once you have made your selections, click Close to display information on the screen. You can also export the data to a PC. Click on the Export button to transfer the information to a PC to print or view on the data better. Connect the MyFID to your computer with a supplied USB cable. Select the format you want to use to transfer data. You can select CSV, which is a format that is compatible with Excel or other spreadsheet programs, or select PDF report. The PDF report is a preset format that is easy to print and good to take with you to the doctor's visit. You can also save the files locally on your computer. When you have done your selection, press the Connect USB Storage icon. You can then open the file via Windows Explorer on your PC. The data will be in a removable disk in Computer. To get more detailed information about the operation, you can go to the webpage www.sensidos.se and follow the instructions with pictures and text under the questions and answers. Open the door in the back by pressing the button on the bottom. When installing a new cartridge, turn it upside down a few times to ensure that no tablets are stuck. Also, pull the collector, the container where the tablets are collected, back and forth a few times. Be sure to insert the collector box completely before inserting the cassette. You may sometimes need to turn the gear wheel in the box a little in order to get the cartridge to fit into the slots. Close the cover by sliding the cover back until you hear a clicking sound. If it does not close, check that the collector is completely closed. If it still does not fit, turn again a bit on the gear wheel to make it fit. When the door is closed, then the dosing device will ask you if you want to install a new cartridge or if it's the old one. It does so in order to keep track of the number of tablets. Reply by pressing the icon of the correct option. Now your MyFID is ready for use. We hope your MyFID will give you both pleasure and insight, and that handling your disease will be easier in the future.